Hello everybody, Shelley's here too from Everyday Eventers. She's looking the wrong way. Here she is. We're at the lovely Oasby Horse Trials ran by Bede Events. We have just walked the cross-country course. I have actually done my dressage already today. We're a bit late getting on the vlogging. And I didn't think the test was too bad, but it wasn't our best, and I've just seen the score. It's horrendous. I don't really have any words. It's a 39.3, which is really disappointing because actually he's been going so well on the flat, but I just feel like I've let my flat work slip a little bit with focusing on jumping a bit bigger. Here's Evie, ELS eventing over there on the lovely donut. So yeah, that's really disappointing, but anyway, today's just a sort of a run, so we're gonna go and have a look at the show jumps and rejoin you in a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of a voiceover of the dressage warm-up and the test. Obviously, spoiler alert, is that this is not a particularly good test, if I'm honest. I'm a little bit apprehensive about sharing it, but at the same time, I do want to share sort of an accurate representation of what eventing is like. I do think that the marks of this are on the harsher side, and so I'll go through that sort of as we're going. But as you can see here, we're warming up. They're doing the test the other way round at Oasby compared to normal. So normally where we're trotting now is where the arenas are set up. So they've swapped that round. And I thought he warmed up really beautifully. Probably one of the best warm-ups he's done. That was a nice transition there. He's got a nice rhythm. But he was a little bit more on his toes, I'd say, than some of the other events we've been to this year. He's been to Oasby quite a few times, and I think he was a little bit keen and excited to kind of get on with the job, which was good for the jumping, but less so for the dressage, as we'll see in a minute. So much more relaxed these days. Okay, so on to the test then, and this is BE Dressage Test 106. So this starts off with A, enter at working trot and proceed down the centre line without halting. And for this, we scored a 7.5. I'm going to tell you now, that is where the test peaks, because it's just a slippery slope down from here. But he's nice and straight, he's travelling nicely here, so I was really pleased with that. At C, we are tracking left, and then at E, turning left, and we got a 7. And then BFA turn right, we've got a 6.5 with the comment suppleness on turns. And he just, when he gets a little bit tense, it really is obvious on his turns. He just comes up and back to me, and he can look a little bit sort of uneven. And that's what's unfortunately happened here. I don't know if you can see on the right of the screen there's a little pheasant feeder, and as I went past that on the outside, it did unsettle him a little bit, and I think that's where I We just tipped into the sort of old tense Franco over the nice relaxed Franco that we saw at Speetley, and looking back at this test is nothing like as good as Speetley's. We've then got between C and M working canter right, and she said 6 hollowed, which I actually disagree with. I don't think he does hollow. I've watched this back a couple of times, but fair enough. B, turn right, X, circle right 20 metres. We got a 6.5 with more suppleness through body. We've then got E, track right, working canter right, and H, working trot, which again, we got a 6.5 for all of those, with the little sort of lines to say same as above, so more suppleness through body. I was actually pleased with that trot transition though. I thought he settled back into the rhythm nicely. Here, between C and M, medium walk, and she's given us a 6 and said late to walk, which I don't understand because we do it between the markers of C and M. I didn't realise you could be late between those markers. That's a new one to me, but fine. We've then got change the rein ME, and that's change the rein on a free walk and a long rein. We've got a 7, so that's good. His walks are scoring okay here. We've then got medium walk and K working trot, and she's given us a 5, and this is where the marks really do kind of plummet, which is a shame. We've got working canter left, we get a 6.5, and then we're doing the same thing again. So B, turn left, X, circle left 20 metres, which we get a 6.5. And then E, track left, working canter left, and then K, working trot. And for all of that, we've got a 5, which again, I do think is really quite harsh. 5 on the scale of the marks is sufficient, which I think, you know, is a bit harsh. But there we are, that's the way of it. We've then got a 3-loop serpentine, and she's put suppleness and rhythm. I actually thought that this serpentine was better than the first one. I thought I'd settled the rhythm a little bit. I'd slowed down, and actually on his turns, I thought he did look better, but she doesn't agree. She's given us a 5. We've then got C, working trot, and E, half a 10-metre circle left to X. Again, she scored us a 5, not even a 5.5, but a 5. And then at G, halt, which has scored us a 6, and there's no comment, which is a bit of a shame because I think he's nice and straight onto the centre line. Okay, there he throws his head up a little bit, but he's nice and square to finish. So I thought this test was around a sort of 35 mark, but unfortunately the judge didn't agree, and we got a 39.3. Right, so we're back at the lorry. Here's the star of the show. Where is he?
I thought it was me then.
Ooh. Oh, and here's the other star of the show, drinking another coffee. She needs the caffeine because I'm so grumpy about my dressage test that I think Shelley's about to throttle me. I have just watched it back though, and there is a bit of tension, and he does look a little bit hoppy, I always call it, when he gets tense and he sort of skips around his corners. But actually on the whole, I don't think it's 39. But it is. So I'm gonna have to just suck it up. We've got ages until the show jumping. We have walked 3 days until the show jumping. We've had a look at it. It's quite twisty turny. It's very, very different to the course that was here earlier on in the year. Cross country, I'll pop the course walk in so you can have a look at that, and that looked, yeah, fine. It's pretty much the same fences as the beginning of the year, but in a different order, running over a different part of the course, which I think is quite nice actually, to go and do something a bit different. But anyway, I will see you after the show jumping. I probably won't talk to you again before then, because I get a bit vomity right before the show jumping, don't I, Shell?
Just a tad. Just
a
little bit.
Just a bit gaggy.
Don't talk to you, is what I've learned.
Just don't talk to me. So I'll talk to you after that, and I'll be much more jolly. Right, everybody, excuse the very fashionable hairnet. So last time I spoke to you, I was having a moan about my dressage test, which I'm going to just have to park it. I have not been doing as much work on the flat as I should have been. I haven't been getting out to any BD competitions. I haven't had a flat work lesson. In between events, I've been jumping and hacking. So I have a plan. That's fine. Show jumping though, he was insane. He warmed up beautifully and he jumped a clear round, which is so rare for us. And I'm so proud of him for it. I'm so proud of him. Yeah, I could cry, I feel a bit emotional, bless him. Because it was really twisty turny and it was carnage just before I went in. Real carnage in there, which is really bad for my mindset because show jumping scares me so much. So my little horse was just super. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready for the cross country now. We're obviously way out of contention, so it'll just be a nice poodle round, jumping some fences. I'll go at the pace that suits him, not too worried about the time, and I'll see you on the other side.
Oh, I love him. He looks it. I love him. Enjoy, mate. Oh, mate. Enjoy it. Worth the run. Come on, pop it. Oh, just pure class, Franks. Come on. Ah, easy. go.
Right, everybody, we're finished. We're all done. Shelley Top Groom has just let my horse have a little snack, and what a horse he has been today. So Dressage can get in the bin. We don't care about that because we got double clear inside the time cross country. So we finished on a score of 39. Would have been nice if it was a 32, but hey, the Dressage, we know we can do a good test because this year they have been getting better, and he was just smashing on the cross country. And I was actually, didn't have the handbrake on, but I wasn't pushing for the time, and he cruised. So I'm absolutely over the moon. What a way to start the Easter weekend. Shelley's chuffed.
Just absolutely emotional.
Can I shout out to Shelley though, because Shelley's had to put up with all of my emotions today. Like, I found out mid cross country walking about my dressage score, which I still don't think is that bad. I've watched it back, but fine. I've had a tantrum, I cried, I wanted to go home. The show jumping, I had a bit of a face on, and she sticks with me. She tells me to get a grip. Her empathy needs a bit of work, maybe.
Yeah, that's what we decided today. I need to learn a bit about emotional support.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
But other than that, it's been brilliant. So really, really good day. Next up is training, actually. So we're having a little break from eventing whilst we prepare for our novice at Aston Walls. Hopefully there's a bit of rain.
Yeah.
Because it's getting a little bit hard, not gonna lie, but yeah, really fabulous. So please do give us a like, give us a comment. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.